So this guy, his name is DJ Awesome. And DJ Awesome, he's a DJ at a gentleman's club in Atlanta, but DJ Awesome has a problem. Unfortunately, his marriage isn't going too well. And he and his wife, this woman, Tiffany, he and his wife, they fight all the time. And it turns out he's been smashing with other people, and apparently she has been too. It's a whole mess. So one day, Tiffany's had enough of DJ Awesome's nonsense, and she's like, I want a divorce. And this devastates him. Not because he's in love with his wife, but because he's a DJ, which suggests he doesn't make a lot of money. He's actually broke. But Tiffany is actually the one in the family who makes a decent income. Plus, the house they live in is in her name. So he's worried that if she leaves him, he'll lose the house, and then he won't have anything. So secretly, he calls the bank and he tries to get his name put on the mortgage so he doesn't lose the house. But unfortunately, he has terrible credit and the bank denies him. Meanwhile, Tiffany, she's over here making her own moves, and she starts talking to a divorce attorney because she's about to hit him with those divorce papers. So, as you can see, things are not looking too awesome for DJ Awesome. Until one day, he gets a crazy idea. What if someone were to unalive Tiffany? Then he'd get to keep the house, he'd cash in on some benefits money, he'd get sympathy, and he'd get to keep smashing with whoever he wants. And he thinks this is a great idea. But he can't unalive her himself, that would be too obvious, and he'd get caught. So he hits up his boy, this guy, Harley. And Harley is his friend from way back, and he works at the strip club with DJ Awesome sometimes too, and they're tight. So DJ Awesome lays out his whole plan for Harley. Step 1, break into his house so it looks like a robbery. Step 2, unalive his wife. And step 3 is, I don't know, keep DJing? I don't know what happens after that. So Harley hears this plan and he's just like, all right. And a few weeks later, they put this plan into motion. DJ Awesome, he leaves for work one night to DJ overnight at the strip club. And while he's at work, Harley comes over to Awesome's house, and he quietly breaks in, and he creeps down the hallway into the bedroom where Tiffany is asleep. And there is where he pulls out his pew-pew, and he points it at her, and bang, bang, he shoots her twice. Then he flees, but the gunfire, it wakes their kids up. Because, of course, they have kids. And around 5 a.m., DJ Awesome, he's done at work and everything. And he heads home. And he pulls into the driveway and he sees the garage door open. So he calls 911 and he pretends to be surprised that someone broke into his house. Minutes later, police arrive. And Awesome is outside and he's freaking out like, my kids are in there. I went inside and saw my wife's body. I think she's dead. And so police, they go inside and into the bedroom. And there they find Tiffany unalived. And so police, they search the rest of the house and they find a cut window screen, but no fingerprints or any other evidence. And the kids weren't hurt and nothing from the house was stolen. So the police, they start thinking that this doesn't seem like just a robbery. It seems that maybe Tiffany was targeted. So they investigate, and they get security footage from a neighbor's camera, and on it, they see a black car that's parked near the house during the time of the murder. And they can't make out the license plate on this car, but they notice that it has a broken parking light on the driver's side. So police, they start asking around about this, and they ask Tiffany's friends and coworkers if she had any enemies, anyone who would want to hurt her. And there, they find out that she and DJ Awesome were having marital problems, and that she was planning on divorcing him soon. So they bring DJ Awesome in to question him about this, and they start to notice some things in his story aren't adding up. Like when he told police, I went inside and saw my wife's body, I think she's dead. But the neighbor's security footage shows that when he came home and saw the garage door open, he never went into the house. So how did he know that she was dead? So police, they get a warrant and they search his cell phones and cell tower records, and they find that DJ Awesome had made a lot of phone calls to someone's phone leading up to the time of the murder. And the cell tower data show that that phone was at the house during the crime, meaning it's the killer's phone, meaning it's Harley's phone. So then police bring Harley in and they question him and they go search his car, and boom. They discover his car is a black car with a broken parking light on the driver's side. A few weeks later, once police have gathered all the evidence they need, they go to the strip club and kaboom, they arrest DJ Awesome. Here's his mugshot. And Harley's there at the club with him, so then kaboom, they arrest him too. And here's his mugshot. And DJ Awesome, he goes to trial and he's found guilty and he's sentenced to life in prison. And Harley is also found guilty and he's also sentenced to life in prison. So, shout out to Atlanta, I guess.